Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Oaklawn Park here on Saturday. It is the 18th of April 2020. Going to look at the stakes races on the program from Oaklawn, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Get 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. Let's get to the stakes action from Oaklawn races 8 and 10. The 8th race, it is the Count Fleet Sprint Handicap Grade 3 purse $350,000 race for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 11 horses going to the 1,200 meter start. The distance of ground of 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the main track. 1,200 meters, 6 furlongs here in the Count Fleet. Not to be confused with the old Count Fleet Stakes that they used to run here in New York, which was kind of the first leg to the Triple Crown via New York. It used to go Count Fleet, Whirl Away, Gotham, Wood Memorial. Now it goes Jerome, Jerome Withers, Gotham Wood, except this year it went Jerome Withers, maybe Dwyer, Travers, then to the Kentucky Derby. We'll just have to wait and see. More is to be revealed in the next 6 weeks or so. With that being said, my top selection here in the Count Fleet Sprint Handicap, I'm going to go with the number 2 horse Flagstaff. We'll go 2-9. 3-7 in the superfecta, 2-9-3-7 super. Top selection 2 horse Flagstaff. The 6-year-old gelding by Spicetown. John Sadler trains. Joe Rosario gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 7th of March at Santa Anita, 7 furlongs in the Grade 2 San Carlos. The horse won by 1 1/4 lengths there, and he sat back early on, had a great turn of foot, and he wasn't going away. That was a very good run, earning a 96 buyer. 2 back in the Palos Verdes at Santa Anita, 6 furlongs January 25th. Off the bench, a little refreshing. He finished second by neck there. And he just kind of stalked all the way around the race course after not the best beginnings. He just couldn't get there late behind Captain Scotty, who outran his odds that day. Terrific run. But this horse, he should have won that day. And then before then, the Damascus at Santa Anita, 7 furlongs, November the 2nd. He won by nose. He stalked on that race course, and he held on to a very nice victory. The track was very weird with that meeting, let alone that week at Santa Anita. Some horse, you were winning on the front end, but it was a very tiring track. So that's why give kudos, even though with that small margin of victory. And then before that, they ran him against Grade 1 quality horses, first-time stakes horses in the Santa Anita Sprint Championship, and there he finished third by 3.5 lengths there, and he just stalked all the way around the race course. Omaha Beach and Shanslot just ran that 2 better races. This horse, he was third best there against some very tough horses. And then before that, up 6-2 at Del Mar, going 3/4. Horse won by half length. Stalking got the lead. Easy run. He'll be towards the front end in this race, which I think will be very nice. Gets Rosario up, who's having a good season. 7-2, let's take him. Multi-race scenario, you also have to use a 9-horse Whitmore. He loves this track. He won the Hot Springs a few weeks ago very nicely by 2.5 lengths, earning a 104 buyer. Before that, placed into King Cotton first off the break. He always needs to race off the break, it looks like. But he's 13 for 8 on this race course, made 1.4 on this here locally. Last season he only won once in 7 offerings last season, but the one victory he made it count in the Hot Springs here over this track, winning nicely. And I thought he had ran at quite a few good places like he did in this race last year. I'm going to take the shot with him also, a 5-2 on the multis, but to recap my selections now for the 8th from Oaklawn, it's the Grade 3 Count Fleet Sprint Handicap. Let's take as a top selection the 2-horse Flagstaff. We'll go 2-9-3-7 in the superfecta, 2-9 in the multi-race. To race number 10 now, the feature of the afternoon, it is the Apple Blossom Handicap Grade 1 per $600,000 race for fillies, mares, 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 14 horses going the distance of ground of 1,700 meters, or the distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/16 on the main track. 1,700 meters, mile 16th, main track. The top selection, I'm going to go with the number 6 horse here, Street Band. We'll go 6-14. 11-5 in the superfecta, 6-14-11-5 super. Top selection 6-horse Street Band. This 4-year-old filly by Estem here. Larry Jones trains. Sophie Doyle gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came the 14th of March at Oaklawn on the slot, mile 16th in the Grade 2 Zary. And this horse was flat that day. Finished 4th by 8 1/4 lengths there. Stalked all the way around the race course and never quickened up. Off a tough race before. Hopefully with a quicker pace today, I think this horse should get a better trip. I think you're going to see a lot more pace in this race today. Serengeti Empress basically won the race at the break because the other speed horse, lost a rider, Richard Ramia. So when they lost a rider, Serengeti Empress just basically walked on the front and just went away with it. This horse, with the slow pace, it didn't really suit to her running style. Hopefully, quickening up a little bit today, I think she'll get a better trip. Before that, she ran the Houston's Lady Classic, Sam Houston, mile 16, January 26th. A very, very good race for January. Probably one of the best races of the year so far. The horse finished third by 3/4 length, sat back all throughout the race. Great final quarter. She just missed late. Not a bad run at all. It was a very exciting race there. And then before then, the Breeze Cup Distaff at Santino, mile 8th. She finished 8th by 15 1/4 lengths there, and really just didn't have a lot of run that day. Never showed up. And then before that, she won the Cotillion very nicely, winning by 2 1/4 lengths. A very wide trip, but she got the job done there, earning a 99 buyer. And then she ran in the Alabama. Before that, Saratoga on the slop, going a mile 1/4. Finished third by 3 3/4 lengths. She moved a little bit that day, but it wasn't anything spectacular. Also, she's run 3 times on a wet track, and she has 2 third-place finishes, but I don't know if she really likes it. Today, hopefully with a drier track, I think she'll do well. She was doing well against Grade 3, Grade 2 quality horses, Grade 1 quality horses today. I think she could get a good trip here today, so we'll use her as my cat keeps walking over this, over the TV over there. If you kept noticing through this video, I kept looking over there. It's because this fucking cat. But back to Street Band. But like I said, she has to make the step up in class today. Her fastest race was the Cotillion, where she got a 99 buyer. She's gonna have to jump quite a few points to win today, but at 15 1, I think the race is gonna shape towards her. She's been training very well as of recently, also. So let's use her at 15 1. We'll also use the 14 horse, another Southern California shipper, the 14 horse CC, 4-year-old filly by Elusive Quality. Mike McCarthy trains. Victor Espinosa gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came mid-March at Santana in the Beholder Mile, and basically the horse won it by 3 1/4 lengths. Sat back early when the horse slowly moved the way up, got the lead at the quarter, and then basically just walked home. A very easy race, 100 buyer there, first triple digit for her. Before that, off the break, going 6.5 at Santana, first start since the Acorn. She won by 4.5 lengths that day, and she didn't break all that well. And she needed the race definitely off the break, but since she was facing lesser quality horses, she got the job done there. Before that, she ran the Acorn here in New York at Belmont a mile last season. She finished 4th by 8 1/4 lengths there, and she really had nothing. Was very wide also. I also don't think it was. I think it was. Victor Espinosa didn't ride the right race there. I don't know if he really rides Belmont well, but this horse has been training well at Santino, shipping across country. She's gonna have to leave from the gate, but if she gets a good stalking trip, she definitely has a chance to win here. And to recap my selections now for the 10th from Oaklawn, it's the Grade 1 Apple Blossom Handicap. Let's take as top selection the 6-horse Street Band. We'll go 6, 14, 11, 5 in the superfecta, 6, 14 in the multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck.